okay, I just made 2 videos in Yiddish, and if you understand Yiddish, even though my Yiddish isn't that good, it might be worthwhile to watch them, maybe not, I don't know. But I feel, even though I would much rather be listening to Glenn Beck right now, I feel that it's so important what I'm saying right now. It's worthwhile for me to make this video. And on similar themes, it's not going to be verbatim because I don't really remember. It was all extemporaneous and really not planned very well, as most of my videos are. I want to give a similar message in English. The reason I made the first video in Yiddish, there's certain things that shouldn't be said in English, there's certain things that shouldn't be said in Yiddish. Most of the things I said now in Yiddish probably should not be said in Yiddish either, but I said them anyway because I felt they were important to get out, and it was a little bit different, Musser, and I hope I can capture that same thing today. It's all B'yad Hashem. I feel very little control over what goes on with these videos. So let's just see what happens. So I read an article this morning by Matt Walsh. Matt Walsh, he writes for The Blaze. I commented on his videos, on his articles before, and I don't particularly like his writing style, to be honest, but I love his passion, and I agree with most of what he has to say. It's very tough. He's not a very positive person. He's a very critical